Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear you on this Tuesday morning. Got a big show lined up. Hope you got to enjoy that video yesterday. A lot of good things going on, a lot of fine fish caught, and a lot of, I want to again compliment the Swivel Sisters for putting on a class tournament. And each year it gets better and better. And so next year when we talk about it, get a chance to go down there and eat some really good food and just have some great outdoor fellowship. Let's move on with our weather, brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. We're looking at a high today of 86 and a low of 72. The water temperature, I always get excited on the water temperature when something happens. We've been stuck on 77 now for like 3 weeks. Guess what? It's going up a degree. How about 78.1? So I hear everybody celebrating now. I can hear you screaming and hollering and jumping up and down. Okay, the river readings, I don't have them, but it's brought to us by Mountain Dew. I'll have them tomorrow, I promise. We're looking at the tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Great tide this week. We're looking at a high tide this morning at 10:24 and a low tide at 9:59. Today's the 17th. And look at the tide this week. That's phenomenal. If you put things in perspective, we talked about last week, you know, fishing before the full moon, what a fun time that would be. And now look at this week, right after the full moon, we have just some super tide. So, man, it's May just a great month to be an outdoorsman in the Florida Panhandle. I still get excited about it. Our wind direction should be coming out of west-southwest, 10 to 11. All right, let's take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's jump into some pictures. All kinds is happening here in the Florida Panhandle. I get tickled at all the different things we get to see. This is interesting now. Let's read it first, okay? My friend lost his dock box full of rods to Hurricane Sally way back in September of 2020. We searched all over using electronics that month and never found it. Fred Trotter and I ran over it coming in today where the water's clear as it is. I thought it was a coffin. Then it dawned on me. So anyway, so this is what it saw. And you know, it does look like a coffin down there looking in it. So anyway, they opened it up. They swam down there. Here's the dock box is full of rod and reels. He collected, guess what? He collected all of them. I don't know if they're usable now, but that is funny how they were all together in the box. So I guess that's how buried treasure stays like that until you find it. So I thought you'd get a kick out of that. Oh, Brock Meyer is doing really well with his little beach charter. He's swung out from, he's doing fishing for pompano on surf fishing. Now he's getting some kayak fishing out there. And look at that, 4 Kings and Spanish who took some folks out. Good job, Brock. Okay, I get, this makes me mad. This is Carl Andrews and Carl Poston. I'm just joking. I was supposed to go on this fishing trip, but I had a previous engagement. So 95 this morning, down there, exactly the same hole we fished in last year. If you remember that big old mess of fish we caught last year, these are 2 old high school buddies, and I'm not going to ask them who caught the most because they're going to both claim they did. But that's some good eating right there. Thank you, Carl Andrews, for the phone call, and sorry I didn't get to go this time, and maybe next time. Good job, fellas. Here the ice chest full. Don't that look good? Off the big river. Frank Davis had this. How do you like my secret fishing spot? It's really cool. Not even a fish? No. All right. Coming up, we've got a couple of tournaments coming up now. Saturday, May 28th. This is a big one down in Howard Creek. $50 a boat. It's a fundraiser for the Shad-Eye Shriners. And we've mentioned a time or two. And if you get a chance to go down there, just get to eat and get some good food. They cook it themselves. All the fish plate with all the fixings. $10 a plate. They swing down there, and all that money, 100% of that money goes to their work there at the Shriners. They do a lot of good work, good folks there. And then also over in Vernon, on Saturday, this coming Saturday now, the bass tournament. Some safe daylight till 12. And it's going to be at Deer Point Lake, High Point Landing, $8 a boat, and raffle tickets and all. And just helping support the Vernon baseball program there. Okay, good job doing that. Don't forget, I just want to mention this. Amberjack is open, but it's just going to be open for this month. A lot of people aren't aware, it's just going to be open May 1 through 31st, and then reopen again in the middle of the page, August 1st through October the 31st. So sort of, you got to just stay on top of that. Okay, my buddy Charles Gunner, this actually happened now. If you fish long enough, it'll happen. Thank goodness it wasn't in the eye. And he's fished his whole life. The whopper plopper landed a whopper. He got caught right there. Charles Gunner. Okay. Well, tell me, Randy, that's the name of the dog. Well, tell me, Randy, has someone eaten all the refrigerator magnets again? If you got a dog that sort of sniffs around the refrigerator, you understand. This is this not true? There's no force in the universe stronger than the force that holds 5-gallon buckets together. All of us outdoorsmen have 5-gallon buckets, and somehow you always stack them up knowing it's going to be hard to get them loose. When I do that, I just crack up laughing. Winston, you knew better to do it this way. Okay, we can come back. Chuck Hatcher, I'm going to mention the state park. Chuck's a local Panhandle guy, and he's the acting director of the Florida State Park System. You folks up there in Jackson County that are kin to Chuck or know him well, ask him if he'll touch base with me, see if he can squeeze a trip down here to be on Panhandle Outdoors one day. We would love to have him come on talking about our state park system. Also coming up May 21st, okay, check it out. C&G anniversary. Now, they were established back in 1950, but they're going to actually this Saturday have a big event down there all day long, all kind of stuff going on. I'm gonna try to get them to come on the show in a day or two and talk about it. 8:30 to 5:30 at C&G. All right, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I want to go ahead and add a name and a picture. We're going to do a giveaway later on in the show. Bart Lewis from Lynn Haven, okay? And if we get time today, I've got some stuff to give away. Let's get back to these pictures. I still have some cool pictures. Check out, you want to see a 10-pound bass? David Traylor, Jerry Forehand sent this to me. His buddy David Traylor, latest big bass, which he released to fight again, well over 10 pounds. And David's going to come on the show for long, maybe come on with Jerry or something. Okay, this next one, this is cool right here. You're trying to reinforce the base system as far as keeping the grass on the edges and all of, and now folks are actually being able to, with a permit, being able to have a little bar out there, and that's a win-win because you're getting oysters on it, you're getting all kind of crabs, and then you're going to get the redfish to come up here and eat the little crabs, and this is really good. And then you're actually saving the shoreline, and that's one of the most critical things we can do because so much development is going on. So just be aware of what's going on with that. Now, I haven't done this in the middle of the year, and we're talking about building tree stands and all. You get these kits and all. I have not. I like this idea. I'm going to tell you why. Okay, you see, we talked about it before, but you get the framework going, and you need some help doing this. But I like the way this guy is doing it, how he's constructing it. But what he's using a lot of metal on it, and there's a lot of people have some leftover metal from the storm and all, and when they're redoing pole barns. So that one's made out of metal, and that gives me an idea. I'm thinking about doing one of mine that way. So I was really, really pleased with that. Okay, now get back to a lot of talking about hunting again. Folks are looking for always getting questions. What kind of leases I can get on. Here it is right here. Ricardo Beancourt sent this to this Florida Panhandle Hunters. There's 3 slots in Kynard in Calhoun County off of Scotts Ferry Road. It's a two buck, 2 doe tags, plus 1 turkey. That's a good one. We are a group of veterans, retired military, LEOs looking to welcome you. Okay, here's the number right here, 850-890-5200. And he posted some pictures of game cameras there. So you can see there's some nice bucks on the property. This was back in January. Check out, if you're a turkey hunter, check this out. So that's a good lease right there. This was actually in February, according to the camera. And here they are. This was an April picture, just last month, feeding them. So if you want to get on that lease, check it out there, okay? So that takes care of a lot of pictures. I want I was talking, Gail was talking to her nephew. Well, we had some family members that do all kinds of different things. We try to keep up with all our family. We found out we were talking about the raccoons. And we had some raccoons in our bird feeder, and then this guy, her nephew, is an outstanding bird man. But so he was telling me there are all kinds of different military locations now. What they're doing as far as the predators, we're talking about the raccoon is such a predator. You know, we see little cute raccoons and look, you know, like little fun things to play with, but they are really strong predators, especially this time of year when you have bluebirds and the eggs, and they can get in there and just reach in there and pluck out those eggs one at a time, no matter what size that hole is. And Gail don't want anybody messing with her little bluebird, so. We were talking to him. He said USDA is actually eradicating on these military installations. I won't call that military installation because of security reasons, but you know, we have them in the Panhandle in South Alabama and South Georgia. But I know they're doing it on a couple of them. But he said the three predators are the wild hogs. Okay, of course we know about the coyotes. And now they're also doing the raccoons. So they're trapping those three massively. I mean, getting a lot of them and they're euthanizing them because they're doing so much damage to the environment. So that's something I just want to mention that when I saw this lease up. You know, if you have a lot of those on your property, and especially the coyotes, and when you have a lot of young deer and all, you know, be aware of that, and they can really do some damage. Turkey eggs, they'll do all that too. Okay. Now let's get back. Remember last week when Bill and Donna came on? We were doing the show on on those sharks, and it was really cool. Got a lot of comments on it, and Bill did a great job. So on that video, I'm proud of him. So anyway, I want to check out on the shark, that big great white shark that's been close to us. Those were bull sharks last week. So here's a great white shark. Here, you know, remember we've been following this one. So I'm gonna hit the button right here. Okay. In fact, let me wait a minute. Okay. Remember this name Maple? Okay, let's show Maple's track. All right, zoom in. Okay, remember I showed it right here in the center. It got close to Cape San Blas. Then it started going south, and went on south and headed this way, and he couldn't find anything there to eat. And guess where it's headed back to? Okay, he's headed back. It might be coming to St. George Island right now, so Ned Maxwell, all you folks down there need to be watching out. But he also may swing back to the Cape. But he's looking for some of those surf fishermen out there. Don't be fishing at dusk. Be aware of that, okay? Also, you know, seriously, we're talking about those bull sharks that you actually saw that, and Bill and Donna just happened to be there when they're doing it. That's just a small percentage. I wrote down where the top shark places are here in the Florida Panhandle to be aware. And this just comes, I have not seen any studies. This comes from my experience in watching all the years I've been here and around the water and seeing, hearing things and seeing all. And I want to show you, I was going to do the top 5, but I started writing them down last night. It's actually the top 7. Okay, where I've heard of shark attacks and been aware of what's going on. We'll start over here. I could go to Pensacola to pass there, but they're not in a viewing area, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to start over here in the Destin Pass. The few right in that area there, of course, they're coming in and out of Choctawhatchee Bay, and it's only a matter of time before somebody around here in Crab Island is going to get right here in Crab Island. They're going to wade out at dusk or something. Okay, so be aware of that. Destin Pass. Then the next one, let's swing all the way down here. I'm gonna skip the coastline. The last time we had a fatal attack here in our area was in the 90s. I'm gonna show you exactly what it was, where it was. I'm sorry. See the point right here in the middle on the Shell Island side. A guy had actually pulled his boat up there, and he was in sort of knee-deep water and sort of maneuvering the boat, went around on the backside of the boat, and a shark hit him right off that channel there, came up off that channel and hit him, and he had such a loss of blood, he passed away from there. But the sharks are strong in that area, and of course, a lot of boaters come up in here, but usually I haven't seen many accidents or any, we'll quote, attacks that way. Crooked Island just always been full of sharks, but hadn't been any attacks down there. St. Joe area, the nickname of the school is St. Joe Sharks. Off the tip right here, if a shark fisherman was going to take some people shark fishing, he would got off this tip right here into that channel. Okay, that area. And of course, Bill and Donna, where they were, was right here in the center of the page. That's where those bull sharks were. Now, I thought this was interesting. This is a Google Earth picture. Guess when the last time this picture was taken? I can tell you, because it was 2018, because listen, this is right after the hurricane, and the cut is still at St. Andrews State Park. I'm sorry, at St. Joe State Park. It didn't hit St. Andrew Park, but see the cut still there? It filled in within about 30 to 40 days, it filled in. So that's that imagery, and I'll talk about that later, but the shark, and we've actually had nets out here at nighttime before in Eagle Harbor, and we couldn't do it because sharks just kept tearing them up. They really come in that area strong. Okay, so, all right, let's take a break. I got 3 or 4 more to show you. Let's take a break and be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look at our fishing game times today, brought to you by Blue Water Outriggers, 12:43 a.m. to 2:43, and this afternoon after lunch, 1:15 to 3:15. Before we get back to our sharks, let's go and do our giveaway this morning. This is what we call our viewer appreciation giveaway. We try to do it at least once a month, and it's at random, just whenever I just have time to get stuff together. And so here we're going to start. First one we're going to pick up, how about some fish bites? They've expanded their line of all kinds of stuff. We've got a package of fish bites, and put it right here. A couple of caps, the ugly stick. Well, you know, always, what a great invention the ugly stick was. It's done so well for a long time. And if you have, when we first got these caps, if you have somebody you want to pull a joke on, just sort of. I would do this with some of my buddies. You could take the word stick and just mark it out. Okay, get a magic marker, put over stick, and just give them a cap that says ugly on it. And I have some friends that would qualify for that. And then also one from the Fluger line. Two nice caps, okay? Got them over here. And then our famous floating pliers. I'm gonna give you 2. One for you and one for you to give someone else. There's more joy in giving than receiving. I got those right here. 2 Panhandle Outdoor pins. You can live without them, but I ordered 500, and we're glad to pass them out. And a mystery tackle box. I have no idea what's in here. Okay, I have not actually opened it up yet. I cut the tape, but here. Okay, some paperwork, little decals and stuff like that. And let's see the first thing. All right. How about a Zedon, a Hera, right here, the Hedon Zara Spook, the Zara Spook. That right there is called a bunch of fish, one of the early Hedon lures, the Zara Spook. All right, man, that's a nice one. Okay, all right, then we get into some, here, okay, some jigs. Okay, right there. All right. Ooh, another one. Check this out. The Savage Salt. Savage. Look at see right there. That is a fine. Look at that color, that reflective silver and all. That is a good stuff right there. This is a fine box. And one more. Electric. Here we go. Impulse brand. These are different brands and all of different fishing lures you can use. Let's go box of those. All those in. Wait, there's something else in here. Oh, how about the hooks and everything? Mystery tackle box. Boom, boom, boom. I gotta put all that in here. And one more. How about a Mountain Dew shirt? It's XL. If you don't fit you, give it. That's a nice long sleeve Mountain Dew shirt. It is really a nice one. Brand new. And of course, a Panhandle Outdoors mug. That ain't bad, is it? That's a lot of stuff there. Okay, and the lucky winner, a Panhandle Outdoors giveaway. Viewer appreciation giveaway. It's going to be right here from the bottom. Pull it up. It's going to be from Chipley Cynthia Clark. All right, Cynthia, put it right here. Come by here at Fox 28 Studio on right off 23rd Street and pick it up. Ask Donna will be here. Ring the doorbell, and she'll be glad to pass it out to you. I'm gonna put some of the stuff in the pocket here. I like that Zara Spook. Just kidding. I want to finish up real quick on those shark attack areas. I was in St. Joe Bay. I want to jump on down. I got 2 areas I want to jump on down to, St. Joe Bay. And okay, so let's move on down. This area right here, I've seen 3 huge sharks, 3. Okay, the first one, Miguel and I were fishing right in this area, right here in the center. We were drift fishing and wind was blowing, and we were in an area where it was just real quiet and peaceful, and we drifted over this shark right here. It had been right here in the center of the screen, on the inside of right before we got to Pig Island, right there in the center of the screen, right there. Huge shark, about a 12-footer. And then when Wendy and Chip were little when we saw this one, so you know how long ago that was. I was actually paddling across. I had a sailboat, and we were going from Indian. I wouldn't do it now. We're going from Indian Pass to St. Vincent, and there's a huge shark right there sitting in that pass. And we had a sunfish sailboat, which is 12 foot, and he was longer than that. Okay, that was a long time ago. My kids were little, and they were, Chip and I were trying to get to them, and Wendy and Gail were screaming. And then the other, okay, moving on down here, I'm gonna run out of time. Okay, this area around Dog Island, right in here, this pass right here, this is between St. George Island and Dog Island. There's a lot of sharks right there, folks. Again, all this has come from experience. And of course, on the backside of St. George Island. But anyway, I'm gonna run out of time. Those are the ones I had listed east past of St. George Island. There's been several accidents or attacks there. I've got to run out of time. I had some more stuff. We'll finish up tomorrow. We got a busy week here on our show. We appreciate the viewership, and always ask you to do something today good for your fellow man. You enjoy our beautiful outdoors. Help take care of outdoors and pass it on down to the next generation in good shape. You have a great day. God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.